We're back.
Cool.
Take 3.
Perfect.
Heather Van Kira at Jfokus, the afternoon break. Here we are. And now I have David Delabasse from Oracle. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So you just arrived from the boat and coming from Finland.
Yeah, that's right. Yesterday night I was in Finland and basically spent the night on a boat cruising to Stockholm.
Across the Baltic Sea.
In the dark.
In the dark.
So
I did that trip about 5 years ago. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Yeah, no, but it was a fine. I mean, we had a meetup in Helsinki. It was a nice event. So
yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I enjoyed.
And now you're here, Jfokus.
Yep.
Doing a talk tomorrow called Java EE Finally Now What? Is that the title?
More or less. It's Java 8 finally final.
Okay.
Because, well, if you have been following the history of Java 8, it's true that it took a little bit of time to basically reach to the points where we are. So, in a nutshell, Java EE 8 has been finalized last year. So that means that all the specification, including the umbrella specification of the platform, are final. We also have Glassfish 5, which is the open source reference implementation. Glassfish 5 has also been released last year. So that's basically what I'm going to discuss tomorrow. I will give you an overview from a technical point of view of Java EE 8.
Yeah. Cool. And then there was some community news around Oracle making a decision to donate Java EE.
Yeah, that's right. So during the summer, when Java EE 8 was finalized, we also said that at the same time, we would like to kind of reboot the way the Java EE platform is developed. So the idea is to basically move the development of the Java EE platform to an open source foundation. So that was the first step. Since then, we have made quite some progress. So we have decided first what that open source foundation will be. That's the Eclipse Foundation. There are multiple reasons why we think that Eclipse is the best place to host that kind of effort. First, if we look today, there are already some Java EE technologies that are hosted in the Eclipse Foundation, like a GPA, Java Persistence API. The open source reference implementation is Eclipse Links, so that's a very mature and established Eclipse project. JSON-B also happens to be developed within the Eclipse Foundation. It's Eclipse JSON. And then if you look also in the Eclipse Foundation, there's also a project which is called microprofile.io, which is leveraging the Java EE platform. So it basically extends the platform and had extra capability. So we think that really the Eclipse Foundation is the best place to host that effort. So basically how we can evolve the development of the platform going forward.
Right. And I think a project was started in the Eclipse Foundation, correct?
That's right. So that initiative will be hosted under the EE4J project. So
EE4J, yeah.
Well, it depends who you ask. But anyway, naming is difficult. But EE4J stands for Eclipse Enterprise for Java.
Right.
So basically, EE4J will host all that effort. Having said that, there is so within that project there is what we call the PMC, the Project Management Committee. It's basically a group that is driving that project and takes key decisions regarding how that project should evolve forward. There is a representative from Oracle in that PMC group, but we also have someone from IBM, from Red Hat, from Pyara, from Tommy Tribe. And there is also someone, Ivar, who you probably know, who is the lead, who is the lead of that PMC. So it's basically a community group that is taking key decision for the EE4J project. And one of the things that they are working on is the branding.
Okay. And I think some projects got moved over. The source code for some of the projects got moved over last month in January.
Yeah, that's correct. So the short-term goal for the EE4J project is basically to have all the Java EE platform code moved on the Eclipse Foundation side. So we would like to be able to build as quickly as possible an EE4J 1.0 implementation. For the lack of a better term, we will call that EE4J 1.0. But again, branding is something that is being discussed separately.
Right.
So that means that the team on the Oracle side and the team on the Eclipse side are working to make sure that this happens. So we have started to move some projects from the Java EE GitHub organization to the EE4J organizations.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I can mention OpenMQ. OpenMQ is now on the E4J side. There's Tyrus, which is the open source implementation of GSR 356, the WebSocket API. JSON processing, and so on and so on. So there is like between 10 and 12 projects which are already on the E4J side. But the goal is really to have, as soon as possible, everything on the E4J side to make sure that we can build a 1.0 implementation. And one key requirement of an E4J 1.0 implementation is that it's fully compatible with Java EE8. So basically today, if you look at Java EE8, so all the capabilities that you have in the platform, in a few weeks, months from now, you will take an E4J 1.0 build, you will basically be compatible with E4J. That's the key goal of the E4J effort.
All right, very cool. Anything that people should know if they want to participate in the project? Where can they go to keep track of the projects and participate? Yeah,
so I would say that right now the best things to do is basically following the evolution of what is being done. Not everything is ready yet, so we can't, for example, accept yet contribution because we still need to discuss, I mean, the PMC needs to discuss how exactly the technology will be evolved, what will be the governance, and so on. But having said that, people can already be engaged and watch all the discussions that are happening on the E4J mailing list, and there are a lot of discussions.
Join the mailing list.
Yep.
All right. And come to your session tomorrow, which is live here in Stockholm at Jfokus.
That's right.
Tomorrow, but they're recording all the talks as well.
So if people can't watch it live, it will be available online at some point.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Look forward to hearing your talk tomorrow.
Thanks.
All right.